Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashim Yeshai, Bashim Kodesh, double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS, who are the true leaders of Israel today, and salutations to all of the Akim who do this work in truth and sincerity, who risking their lives and their freedoms to do so, as well as the scattered Israelites who come looking like the heathen, but are not by way of their forefathers' seeds, for Israelite men. The true name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahweh Shai, and the Lord's of the chosen people are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as the ones who suffer under the curses in the book of Deuteronomy. My name is Akale, and I'm from the JMS Jamaica Kingston camp, and this video is about the prophecy of World War III, plus maybe other various topics. Alright, so from RT News, I seen this article not too long ago, because I was just doing some browsing on the internet, because I just seen that this has occurred, that the state of Israel, the Israelis, the tribe of Amalek, right, which is the head tribe of Esau, the so-called white man, who are ruling this world today. They're the biblical Edomites. They received a court ruling from the International Court of Justice to stop, as it says, Israeli military proceeds into Rafah despite court ruling. The International Court of Justice ordered Israel to halt its military offensive in the name of sparing civilians. And then 26 minutes ago, Israeli airstrikes killed 35 people in Rafah, right? So apparently, the International Court of Justice told the state of Israel to not go ahead with this because apparently South Africa pleaded to the International Court of Justice for the Israelis to stop because apparently, according to them, it is a genocide that is happening over there that is being performed by these Israelis. And they pleaded to the court. The court issued for the Israelis to not do this, but the Israelis still went ahead and did this. So I was like, okay, well, wow. But apparently the Israeli Court of Justice doesn't, their rulings cannot or are not enforced. So I am not entirely sure what their purpose is then. But yeah, man, it prompted me to just, keep looking around. Where was I? Right. So back here, okay, because this situation that's happening over there, it's a situation that does contribute to the overall picture of the World War III prophecy that is to come, right? Everything matters that you're seeing, okay? All of this conflict keeps the fire burning, right? And the Israelis, the state of Israel, they have a very important part to play in World War III, because in World War III, a part of what's going to happen is that the Israelis are going to force America to go to war, right? So it says it here in Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 45, therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord Yahweh that he had taken against Babylon, referring to America, and his purpose is that he had purpose against the land of the Chaldeans referring to Edomites. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. The least of the flock is referring to the tribe of Amalek, the Israelis, all right, who are Edomites. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them, right? So you're already getting the answer as to how World War III will conclude, which it says here that they will lose. America will lose. And it says, surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. So the Israelis are going to lose and America is going to lose World War III. Okay. And who will America be fighting World War III against? It will be Russia and her allies. As it says in Ezekiel chapter 38, it mentions that. Okay. So it says, European leader warns world heading for disaster. The Ukrainian conflict could spiral into a global war that would be a greater tragedy than World War II. Serbian President Alexander Vucic warns, okay? So a war tragedy greater than World War II, okay? Revelation chapter 11 and verse 14. The second woe is past, World War II, and behold, the third will cometh quickly, which is World War III. So World War III is coming, whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not as well. All right, it is coming. It is a fact. It's a part of biblical prophecy. And at the climax of World War III will come, firstly, the deliverance of the elect of the nation of Israel from the destruction, okay? And then the destruction occurs, right? Because the elect have to be saved first before the destruction hits America and obliterates it. All right, Isaiah chapter 13 lets you know about the state that it will be in and the what will happen before leading up to it. Okay. All right, so like here I had a brief intermission, and honestly I completely forgot what I was saying, but I do know the topic is World War III. All right, so I'll just continue reading the article and see what comes back into remembrance. So it says there is a little time left to conclude the Ukrainian conflict, which risks escalating out of control and inciting a global war, Serbian President Alexander Vučić has warned. Speaking on Friday to the broadcaster that name, Vučić claimed the world is standing on the brink of an all-out global conflict, and it is likely already too late to avoid it. Okay. I'm afraid that there is little time left for the war in Ukraine to be stopped. I hope it's still possible, but I'm afraid. Okay, cool. So, yeah, man, the world leaders and anyone else who isn't living in their own little bubble of delusions can see that World War III will come in. And most of all, it is coming because of Bible prophecy. And it is something to be feared. It is. If you're not a part of the elect of the nation of Israel, you should be afraid of it, because a lot of judgment will be occurring from it. All right. America is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire. And there it is. I'm remembering now. I did mention Isaiah 13. America is going to be utterly obliterated. And after that, that is the end of Esau's rulership. So Edomites should be afraid. Edomites should be wanting this to not happen. They should be wanting to prevent it, because, at the end of World War III comes your captivity under the Israelites. All right, Yahushua is going to put the Edomites and the rest of the heathen nations into captivity when he returns. All right, and this World War III, okay, in Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 5, it says, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire." So World War III is going to be with burning and fuel of fire. And what does that mean? What's that referring to? It's referring to that it's going to be done, end in thermonuclear fire, right? America is going to be utterly destroyed. Okay, you can even see here, because America, right, when I read earlier the least of the flock, I mentioned that America and the Israelis are going to lose, and it's true. They are going to lose to the Russians, but they're not. But the Russians and her allies aren't going to be the victors. The victors are the elect of the nation of Israel, right? And so it says, where shall I get it? This one's good. Jeremiah 51 and verse 11. "Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord Yahweh hath raised up the spirits of the kings of the Medes," which is referring to the Russians, "for his devices against Babylon." Babylon referring to America, to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh, the vengeance of his temple. So, it's going to be destroyed. America is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire. I'm trying to look for maybe another one. I think it is the same Isaiah. But there are many places in the scriptures talking about the destruction of America. Let me see this one. This is the same Isaiah 13 that I was talking about earlier, actually. So the Spirit led us here, and there's a lot in it. Let me find what I want specifically. Here we go. Okay. Isaiah 13, and let's start at verse 6. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord Yahweh is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. And they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Why is it that their faces shall be as flames? This is literal, by the way. Their faces are going to be on flames because they will be experiencing the thermonuclear fire from the ICBM missiles that will strike America. Okay? Behold, the day of the Lord Yahweh cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it, right? Okay. And so when we go to, I read the parts about the Medes, right? Actually, let me go back to it. Revelation, Isaiah 13, verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them. We shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. So the spirit that will be on these Russians is that they're not going to care about anything, about any lives or nothing, or any wealth or nothing. They're not going to care. All right? They're going to shoot the missiles intending to destroy America. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces. What are these bows that shall dash the young men? Not the bow and arrow that you know about, the archery. No. That's talking about the bow that will launch the missiles. Okay? And they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children, right? They're not going to care. And Babylon, which is America, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, all right, referring to the Edomites, those Chaldees, shall be as when Yahweh Shemeshai overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And how did Sodom and Gomorrah go out? By way of fire. So America is going to be experiencing that. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. Right? So America, after the thermonuclear destruction and the deliverance of the nation, the elect of the nation of Israel as well, okay, America, that land that you know it as, will not be inhabited anymore. All right. And this World War III is going to occur over there in the so-called Middle East, right? And here it is in Joel chapter 3, in verse 9, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears, let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about, thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh's judgment, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. All right, so the Lord is going to be bringing them all to a place, and that place is the so-called Middle East. All right, there's a reason why that area has been in such high contention for so long. You know, I feel like since I've been born, it's been like this. Okay, so yeah, man, the World War III is coming, but I must say that the prophecy of World War III, the end of it, which is the destruction of America, the deliverance of the elect of the nation of Israel, the return of Yahushua, cannot occur unless the mark of the beast prophecy, which is the American chip, comes to pass first. All right, so that's all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemeshai, Bashar Kakodesh, and Shalom.